John, and I just wanted to thank you for taking the time to take a look at this video. Today I want to talk about having a strong mindset, or in other words, that mental toughness. Now, if you were to look at Olympic athletes or anyone who joins the Ironman competition, or perhaps any winner of a Grand Slam tournament, they will tell you that what gave them the edge over the other competitors is having strong mental toughness. Now, I know that, network marketing is not a sports industry, or it doesn't feel like competition, but in other words, it's a very competitive field. It's very tough, and if you don't have that strong mindset, it's going to be very difficult to last in this industry. What you want to do is develop that strong mindset in order to become one of the top 5% of network marketers in the industry. And the reason why I wanted to talk about mindset is that your mind is going to be your most powerful tool to become very successful in this industry. You may want to build up your sales skills, your communication skills, your leadership skills, but in order to have those skills, you need to first condition your mind to think that it can achieve anything. Now, how exactly do you build up that mental toughness? How do you build up that strong edge that will make you very successful in the industry? Well, what I did is I talked to a couple of top network marketers, but also talked to a couple of very successful people in other industries, and sort of gathered what they've done in order to condition and develop their mind so that it's strong enough to withstand any obstacle and challenge. The first thing that they told me is staying positive. I know out there we hear a lot of negative news. We feel a lot of vibes from negative people out there, and then you start chit-chatting in your mind. Actually, you have a lot of chit-chat going through your mind telling you that you can't do it. And once you hear this negative thoughts, that would then lead into negative self-talk, and that's when you'll start doubting yourself, and that will put you in a very bad position, and in no way can you achieve any of your goals. Now, I know it's very easy to say stay positive, but exactly how do you stay positive? One of the ways to stay positive is to associate yourself with people who think nothing but being positive as well. Another way to do that is to create an affirmation statement and then say your affirmation statement as many times until you start feeling good about yourself. Affirmation statements must specify exactly what you want and a time frame of when you want to get that by. For example, my affirmation statement is, I want to earn $10,000 a month in residual income in the network marketing business by August 31st of this year. Every time I feel down or don't feel mentally strong, I would repeat that affirmation statement as many times until it starts feeling good. Once you start feeling good, it will lead you to taking positive action, which then will lead you to achieving concrete results. So again, thinking positive influences your feelings. Feeling good leads you to taking action. Action then leads you to results as well. So staying positive is one way to build up your mental toughness. The other way to build up your mental toughness is talking to yourself. Obviously, if you are feeling down and if nobody else is in the room and you feel very embarrassed, do it when you're alone and start talking to yourself. Start saying, oh, I'm very successful. I've achieved this. I have my dream home. I have the car of my dreams. I can travel around the world. And just talk to yourself in the mirror, and that will influence you feeling good. For example, you can say your affirmation statements and then talk to yourself until the point where you start feeling good about yourself. Then you can start taking action, which will lead to results. So the third thing, aside from staying positive and talking to yourself, start visualizing what you want. Start visualizing that dream home of yours. Start visualizing having that ability to travel around the world and spend quality time with your family and friends. Visualize yourself receiving a commission check at the end of the month in the amount of, let's say, $10,000. Again, once you have these visions in your mind, and once these visions are playing like a movie in your mind, you'll start to feel good about yourself. Now, do you notice the pattern? It's all about thinking positive. It's about what you have in your mind, which then influences you to feeling good, which then leads you to take action, which then leads to the results. A final way that you can build up your mental toughness is start getting out of your comfort zone. The only way that you can grow as a person is to do things that are very uncomfortable. Lazy people like their comfort zone. People who don't achieve any results like being in a comfort zone, but people who are very successful push themselves. Take, for example, making prospecting calls. Now, I know that most of us don't like to make calls to prospects or don't feel like talking to people. Perhaps you might just want to watch TV, which is comfortable. But in order to develop that mental toughness, you need to break out of that comfort zone. So start with baby steps. Maybe you're afraid of making calls to prospects. So let's say in day one, start making one call and do that for a couple of days. Then gradually build it up to 2 calls, then 3 calls, then 4 calls, and maybe doing 5 calls a day over a period of time. Once you step out of your comfort zone, it becomes habit and then it becomes natural. And by the time when these things, these income producing activities feel natural to you, then you'll start seeing a lot of results and become successful in that industry. Well, there are a couple more other ways, but these are just 4 ways that you can start developing your mental toughness. And again, if you want to be one of the top performers in your industry, just like any of the top athletes that are out there in competition, you need to strengthen and condition your mental toughness. Good luck with it. Thank you.